Well, yes, Tampa, Florida is on the list to become a new 15-minute city. It will happen through the Tampa Moves plan. Yes, you heard me right. Tampa, Florida is on the list to become a new 15-minute city. That's right. The 40 acres of waterfront property is owned by none other than Bill Gates through an investment fund. Waterfront property in Tampa, Florida. Now, thanks to Patriot's Voice for that little Bill Gates part of the story. I knew that Tampa was on the list among Portland, Oregon, Portland, Maine. There's a bunch of other cities right now that are sort of on that target list to become 15-minute cities, and Tampa is one of them. And right now, of course, in the eye of a hurricane. But again, Patriot's Voice, I didn't realize Bill Gates was actually behind it and the funding for it. But that shouldn't surprise any of us, right? He's behind all of it, it seems. And so just put that in your brain as you think about this story about Tampa, Florida right now and the storm surges that's about to hit there. But first, get out now or die. That was the message from Florida this morning. Hours ago, Tampa Mayor Jane Castor issued a blunt warning ahead of the massive hurricane that's about to hit. It's being called worse than Helene. She said those who choose to stay will likely die due to this storm. This is the largest storm to ever hit Florida in modern tracking history. It's the largest storm to hit Tampa since 1921. Hurricane Milton, a Category 4 storm at this stage, is expected to bring unprecedented tidal surges up to 15 feet, surpassing the devastation caused by Hurricane Helene. The U.S. Air Force just a short time ago flew through the hurricane and found that it's now strengthening once again. So this thing could go, down to 3, Category 3, up to 4, maybe up to 5 again, back down to 4. It's hard to tell at this moment exactly how big it's going to be once it strikes, but there's no escaping the fact that it is going to hit Florida. There's no way around it. It's going to be massive wherever it hits. We could talk.
If you choose to stay in one of those evacuation areas, you're going to die.
Wow. I mean, that is an incredibly blunt message. And I know you have a lot of experience dealing with these storms. You don't say something like that lightly, Mayor.
I've never said that. And 10 to 12 foot surge. I mean, if this takes a jog to the south, that's going to save us from the storm surge. But it stays on the track that it's projected to be on right now. Or if it goes a bit north, would be even worse.
Florida is bracing for yet another major hurricane. We're in the Shore Acres neighborhood in the city of St. Petersburg, where, as you can see, debris lines most of the streets here. This is all damage from Hurricane Helene. The storm surge in this area came up to 6 feet, which flooded homes and turned streets into rivers. Milton is forecasted to make landfall as a major hurricane on Wednesday, and officials are urging people to take the warning seriously, and if you're told to evacuate, to do so.
Please, if you're in the Tampa Bay area, you need to evacuate. If they have called for your evacuation order, I beg you, I implore you to evacuate. Drowning deaths due to storm surge are 100% preventable if you leave.
I cannot stress enough to all the folks in Florida, in the Tampa area, please listen to evacuation orders. Please listen to your local officials, because I know a lot of folks out there have survived these hurricanes before. This one is going to be very, very serious. And I urge you to please just grab whatever you need. Listen to the orders you're getting from your local officials. They know what they're telling you, and they know what Milton is about to be.
It's already a major hurricane, and it's now a Category 4 hurricane with maximum sustained winds at 150 miles per hour. It is expected to make landfall on the west coast of Florida sometime between Wednesday evening or perhaps even very early on Thursday. We have 51 counties in Florida currently under a state of emergency. The executive order that I signed over the weekend also orders all disaster debris management sites and landfills to be open 24/7 in the lead up to Hurricane Milton. We had a lot of debris left from Hurricane Helene on Florida's Gulf Coast. That creates a huge hazard if you have a major hurricane hit in that area this week. So we've marshaled state assets to be able to help with that mission, and we're going to continue to do that until it's safe, until it's no longer safe to do so. Storm surge watch has been issued for the Florida Gulf Coast from mainland Monroe County northward to the Suwannee River, the Dixie-Levy County line. 8 to 12 feet peak storm surge is potential for northern Pinellas all the way down to Charlotte, including in Tampa Bay. 5 to 10 feet peak storm surge is possible from Yankeetown southward to the Pasco-Pinellas County line and from Englewood southward to Bonita Beach, including Charlotte Harbor.
Milton has undergone a rapid intensification period all day today and is unfortunately now a Category 5 hurricane on the Saffir-Simpson scale. So let's look at the current statistics. Maximum wind speeds of 180 miles per hour. Pressure down to 905 millibars, movement to the east at 10, and the question everybody wants to know is where will Milton go and what sort of impacts it will bring. Generally going to continue moving to the east overnight tonight, and then gradually turn towards the northeast on the day on Tuesday and approach the Florida Peninsula on Wednesday. Here you can see just offshore the Florida Peninsula, 1 p.m. Wednesday, with max winds of 145 miles per hour. The yellow area here is a tropical storm watch, means tropical storm conditions are possible. And look, they extend all the way down now into southeastern Florida, including Miami-Dade and Broward County. The red area here is a hurricane warning. So the warning is different from the watch because it is saying conditions are expected. But the take-home message is if you're in this red area, you need to be in action mode. You need to be taking action to protect your house, to protect your family. Now, it's not just going to be a wind threat. Let's look at the storm surge threat, too. I think most people know now the Florida West Coast is incredibly susceptible to storm surge, and that's why there is a storm surge warning now in effect from basically Flamingo down here in Everglades National Park all the way up to just north of Cedar Key. Somewhere in this purple area, not everywhere, somewhere in this purple area, we are predicting 10 to 15 feet of storm surge. Put that in perspective, I'm 6 feet tall. That's more than 2 of me high. And if this is realized, that is more surge than was experienced during Helene. So to sort of put that in perspective. So basically, all hazards are in play here. A multi-hazard event, you really have to be thinking about significant widespread power outages for days where the Milton crosses the Florida Peninsula. Significant down trees, significant power outages, maybe the inability to move around for several days. I want to urge everyone, if you've been ordered to evacuate, those evacuations orders are serious and you absolutely must follow them.
The other point I'd make is that there's a lot of mis and disinformation being pushed out there by the former president about what is available, in particular to the survivors of Helene. And first of all, it's extraordinarily irresponsible. It's about him. It's not about you. And The reality is that FEMA has so many resources that are available to folks who desperately need them now, and resources that are about helping people get back on their feet and rebuild and have places to go. You are entitled to these resources. People are entitled to these resources, and it is critically important that people apply for the help that is there to support. That all of those resources were created for just these kinds of moments in an emergency situation, knowing that folks are entitled to have the relief that they so rightly need at this moment in time. So listen to your sheriffs around the places that have been impacted by Helene. Listen to your local sheriff, who's going to tell you straight about what's available to you and how, for so many reasons and ways, there are no conditions attached to the relief that's available to you.
Madam Vice President, Governor DeSantis, NBC is reporting Governor DeSantis is ignoring your calls on hurricanes, resources, and help. How does that hurt the situation here?
You know, moments of crisis, if nothing else, should really be the moment that anyone who calls themselves a leader says they're going to put politics aside and put the people first. People are in desperate need of support right now, and playing political games with this moment in these crisis situations, these are the height of emergency situations, is just utterly irresponsible, and it is selfish, and it is about political gamesmanship instead of doing the job that you took an oath to do, which is to put the people first.
Madam Vice President, Milton's arrival, what does it mean for resources?
When martial law kicks in, FEMA's role takes a dark turn. Get ready for the truth. Under martial law, FEMA steps in with sweeping powers. First, they control communications, shutting down internet and phone lines. Next, they seize resources, food, water, even your home. Their agents enforce curfews, restrict movement, and detain without question. But it doesn't stop there. They can alter your daily life, deciding who works, who doesn't, and who gets to travel. Imagine living under constant surveillance, your freedoms stripped away. This is what FEMA's sinister control looks like. Stay informed, stay prepared.
Shalom. Call HALAL YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Let's give our praise to the Most High. In the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our teachers, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us His truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful scattered abroad. And real quick, I want to go into what you see on the screen. All right, this is a website. Okay, it says Tampa's Phoenix simulation anticipated Category 5 hurricane. All right, and this just proves that these it's going to show you a simulation, and they always give you these simulations, which is really just a cunningly devised plan or plot, exposing what these devils plan to do. All right, a lot of information has been coming out concerning these storms and how they're more controlled, and they can be steered and strengthened. Something happened with the North Carolina when the storm Hurricane Helene went to North Carolina. That was not that was not traditional for a storm, and that was when it hit land, it strengthened. Okay, when it hit land, it strengthened, and we know now, as I've done in my past videos exposing how that was a land grab for the lithium and the quartz in that land. Well, now the same thing is coming to Florida. Okay, Tampa in particular, they want to make Tampa into a smart city. Okay, and they're doing these things, by taking these lands by violence. All right, so here we are a couple hours before this storm hits in Tampa, and I pray to all you sincere Akim and Akawath out there, the Lord has a hedge of protection around you and your households. But this is going to be not just Tampa. This is not going to just be North Carolina. This is going to be the new thing where Esau is going to use weather warfare and many other types of warfare against his own people. All right, to get, first of all, these are mass casualty events. All right, and they said they was going to do a lot of shock level events before the election. So in these days and times and weeks that we're coming into, they gird up for a very, very rough transition. All right, but let's just read a little bit of this, and I'll show you the video. It says Tampa's Phoenix simulation anticipated Hurricane 5 or Category 5 hurricane, which that's what the hurricane was called in the simulation. It was called Phoenix. Now, if you know anything about a phoenix, they the elites, they used, you know, this imaginary bird called a phoenix, and he talks about rising out of the ashes, and that's what this devil plans on doing. He wants to destroy all these major cities so he can rise out of the ashes with his smart cities, you know, his 15-minute cities. You know, these are all things that they want to do. So it's just a fictional documentary, went through the motions. Went through the motions. Is Tampa Bay about to go through the real thing? Let's play it. And I'll just read this. It says, in ominous tones, a documentary narrator describes the devastation wrought on the Tampa Bay area by Phoenix, quote unquote, a tropical storm that grew into a Category 5 hurricane, which this whole thing with Milton, Hurricane Milton, they're talking about how it formed in the Gulf, which is, you know, technically unheard of. All right, it's very rare for a storm to form in the Gulf. It usually forms out in the ocean. All right, so let's play some more. Let's read some more. It says, now this is according to the simulation. More than 160 deaths with 30,000 missing people, upwards to 300,000 people seeking shelter, as much as 200 billion in building damage. The devastation to the region is almost unimaginable, the narrator intones. Phoenix was imaginary part of a 2009 government preparation exercise for a killer hurricane dubbed Project Phoenix. An exercise updated in 2020 focusing on small business recovery. Yep. So this is just some information. So I'm gonna show you this website as well, or one like it. Salakia. This just goes to show you that these devils, they're on the move. All right, they're about to start doing a lot more. You know, and these are just attacks, man. You know, and this is why the Lord sent the prophets out to warn you, telling you to repent, telling you to get right. You know, because the time is coming where these devils are about to really show out. So let's grab up the scripture real quick. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 4. It says, and mine eye shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abomination shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am Yahawah. So the whole world is about to know the power and the fury of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. It says, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. When you go into that word evil, Eve means time, ill means bad. So bad times. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, and evil, bad times, and only bad times is come. And end is come, the end is come. It watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. So we are at the end of this. And as you see, everybody's just trying to escape the judgment of the Lord. Everybody's trying to escape the judgment of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. These people that live their lives, it's all about them. They don't even think about Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. They have rejected Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. But as soon as a storm comes, what they do, they run. They run, and they people losing their minds, man. And the storm might just follow them up there anyways. You see? Look at this. Bumper to bumper traffic. Salakia for the music. Bumper to bumper traffic on the St. Pete Bridge from Milton evacuations view from airplane. All right, so you got somebody on the plane viewing this, man. All right, so these people that showed you that they don't really believe in Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. And you know they leaving, they getting caught up in traffic. You got people losing gas on the side of on the middle of the highway. You know, you got to imagine how shitty that is to be sitting in that traffic going bumper to bumper. You probably go about 2-3 hours, and you probably go about 2-3 miles in 2-3 hours, man. Okay, just sitting up there. Might get caught up in a storm anyways, or like the hurricane that came last year. People went upstate, and you know the storm just pretty much missed the state of Tampa and followed them. And that's the judgment of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI, man. So people that don't take the Lord seriously, they're about to. All right. You are about to, man. And that's the point. You know, the Lord is really about to show his hand. All right, let's play this clip right here. Because this right here is a simulation. So it says this would be a disaster, October 10th. This is them playing a simulation. Before I even go there, let me see if I can grab this too. Because they had it right here. Now, this is the website for it. I saw this morning. I was, what the hell? But this is it. Project Phoenix 2.0. Project Phoenix 2.0, their recovery. And this is pretty much them saying, you know, recovering after the storm to come. Okay. 1 day later, to immediate impact and damages assessed. 1 week later, short-term recovery. 1 to 6 months later, long-term recovery operations. Long-term recovery operations. So yeah, there you go. You get the picture. And if I remember, I'm gonna put it in post-production. You know what happens during a hurricane with FEMA. People looking for FEMA to pay for their damages and stuff. FEMA is gonna shut this motherfucker down and bring in martial law. All right, and as you seen in the post-production, if I don't forget to put it in there, that's what they gon', you know, that's what FEMA is used for. Now they say they don't got no money. They ran out of money to give all the money to the immigrants. All right, so this is a hurricane simulation for Tampa Bay small businesses and emergency management agencies. Let's play this.
There has been a noticeable shift in the forecast track.
Forecasters say this storm could be one of the strongest ever to hit the Tampa Bay region. Phoenix is now a Category 5 hurricane. It is a historic storm and unfortunately making a beeline right now for our area.
Oh my goodness.
Project Phoenix. All right, now this one's about 20 minutes long. You got maybe some extras in it, but I'm gonna just go back to this clip I had over here. As you see, there's a whole website for it, man. All right, so these devils, they moving. All right, this is all according to their plans. Let's go back here. Let's just get back to this video right
On
here.
the Yucatan Peninsula as a category. Hurricane Phoenix.
So you see how they have the dates on there and everything, okay? Which it all matches up to what this hurricane right here. But it's like I said, they calling this Hurricane Phoenix. So this is all according to this devil's plan. It says, remember, they ran a C-19 pandemic simulation called Event 201. They just did the same thing for Hurricane Milton. And this simulation is called Hurricane Phoenix. It's a Category 5 that directly hits Tampa Bay. All right, and they said the other day how this thing went from 1 to a Category 5 in, you know, a couple of hours out on the ocean. Okay, somebody said, oh shit, Tampa is slated to be a 15-minute city. Right, and we already see this, you know, for the brothers down here in Tampa. We already see it, man. All right, especially when you're in the city, they're moving it to be a 15-minute city, man. All right, which that's where brothers go out and teach the word. So this right here to show you the Lord is moving. It's getting closer and closer to home, you know. So let me grab this too. This is the book of Nahum, chapter 1, verse 3. It says, the Lord Yahawah is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind, and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. So Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI is doing this, man. Okay, now we know Esau playing with his harp and stuff, but ultimately Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI sanctioned it, and he set up Esau to be the sword in the earth. Okay, this man is a sword. He's just doing the will of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI. The Lord made him, you know, got these Edomites, you know, dealing with left-hand spirits to do all this. You know, the brain is death and destruction because the Lord ultimately wants death and destruction. Okay, he's coming to bring judgment upon the earth, and this is a part of that. And we understand that just serving Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI, we're gonna, you know, be saved. We're gonna have mercy. You know, if it be the Lord's will, you know, the Lord's gonna protect His elect. The Lord willing, we be a part of that number. All right, but I got people that's hit me up already. You know, can they come over? Can they come over? What you gonna do? You know, and it's you know, people that, you know, like you know, friends and stuff, you know, like not even my friends, it's people that's in my house, friends or whatever, my woman friends, hitting her up, can we come over? First of all, no, because y'all don't even pray to the same God. We don't even pray to the same God. Let me go right here. All right, so hell no, you can't come over. Let me see right here. Call. Because that's another thing too. You don't want to be in the time of destruction, and you next to a bunch of non-believers, or they praying to different gods. I had a dream like that maybe a couple years ago. It was a hurricane coming, and when the hurricane was coming, all my family came to my house. Like the whole family, and they was all trying to hide out, I guess, in my house from the storm. And when the storm got real bad, like the roof was about to tear off, in this is a vision, and everybody in my family had went to they was all in different pockets of the house. It was pretty much wasn't pretty much in the house. It was all in different pockets, and they was all praying to different gods. All right, they was all praying to different gods, and and I realized that I cursed their ass out and kicked them all out of the house in the middle of the storm. But you had one set of family that was praying to Allah, another set of family praying to Jesus, another set of family. And this is when I came into the truth. So I was like, nah, hell nah. I kicked them out. And then the storm ceased. All right. So if you don't serve YAHAWASHI, ain't nothing we can do for you, man. Okay. This is why we warned you about YAHAWASHI, because he's about to bring his judgment. We don't want to be destroyed with these non-believers. All right. So I thought that was interesting. People saying, can I come? First of all, absolutely not. Because if you don't serve the same God as I serve, we can't be together. We can't be in the same, all right. So I just thought that was interesting, man, because it just show you when a threat of death is at the door, everybody all of a sudden they start considering more, and considering YAHAWASHI, considering what they believe in. And I was talking to one of my other friends, and he said, what this thing showed me is that these people don't really believe what they say they believe in, type shit, because people don't have faith. When it comes down to it, these people, they're scared. Okay, but we know YAHAWASHI that's doing this. It says, let me grab this Salakia. All right, the scripture in my mind. So let me just knock this out real quick. This is I believe it's Judges 10. It says, Judges chapter 10, verse 13. It says, yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods. Wherefore I will deliver you no more. So our people, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Indians, you forsook YAHAWASHI, you serving other gods right now. It says, wherefore I will deliver you no more. Remember all them hurricanes that you was able to get through, and wherever you at, tornadoes, earthquakes, tsunamis, you name it. All these natural disasters the Lord delivered you from. Hey, well, he ain't going to deliver you no more. All right. He going to make an end of that. He going to leave you to be destroyed. It says, go and cry unto the gods that you have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. So go cry to the gods that you chose, man. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation, when all hell breaks loose, when the Lord brings judgment upon you. All right. Hey, call upon your gods. Okay. And I thought that's why I brought that little short dream out, because that's the time we're coming into. Everybody going to start praying to their gods, and they're going to see that the true God of the Bible is the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. You imagine in chaos, you see people praying and they getting destroyed. Other people see them get destroyed, and they see you praying, and then you get delivered, while everybody else just get left. Okay, and that's going to magnify the Lord's name upon the earth even that much more. Bringing it back. Let's play
Just south of Jamaica now. Phoenix is currently expected to make landfall in the Yucatan Peninsula as a Category 2 storm. But of course, always, we are keeping a close eye on this system.
There has been a noticeable shift in the forecast track from the NHC overnight, which now brings Phoenix into our viewing area, possibly as a strong hurricane. Now is the time to begin those preparations, folks.
We have breaking news this morning.
So they say now it's time to begin preparations. You see, so this devil, they already know. But look at this picture right here, man. This is how these storms look. All right, it's a massive storm. It's just like, all hell breaking loose. All this white part. Then you have the eye of the storm. The eye. If you one time in Tampa, we had a storm go over us, and it went, directly over us. And I remember when I was young, and I was like, damn, this something else. The lights went out for a few days. Hey, we was, lighting candles. family came over. But there's something called the eye of the storm. If you're not from Florida, there's something called the eye of the storm, and there's hurricanes, and pretty much you go through one storm. One part of the storm is a complete terrain, or if not in the eye of the storm, then you'll just get shitted on the whole time. But you go to one storm, and then when the eye of the storm came, it was like the center of the storm where there's completely peace. All right, there is no storm. It's a sunny day, so you could be in the middle of a hurricane and then you get this couple hours of straight sunshine. Well, not straight sunshine, but no rain. That's because you're going through the eye of the storm, and then the second part of the storm comes, and that's sometimes even worse than the first part. All right, so let's grab a precept. Go with that real quick. Psalm chapter 83, verse 15 says, "So persecute them with thy tempest, make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahawah." You see, this is what the Lord is doing. He is filling these people's, making people afraid. He's gonna persecute them with that story. They gonna try to leave and flee on that highway, and their car may break down. You can't get no gas for 60 miles. You saw that, man. They was on a bridge. Imagine you on the bridge, and certain. Let me tell you something. All these gas stations around this area don't have gas right now. So you get caught up, on the bridge, and your car run out of gas, okay? And you got to walk to a gas station for the next 5 miles, and you get there just to find out they don't have gas. Can you imagine that? Like, now you're stuck. So the Lord says He's going to persecute you. It says and a lot of people are going to die from the storm, okay? Whether it hits us directly or not, it's close enough. A lot of people are going to die from this storm. Okay, look at the last storm. Look at how we're still hearing about Helene, man. That shit is real. Okay, you don't think it's real because it's on your screen until it's outside your door. People saying they're opening their doors and they're finding bodies in their front yards. People saying that they're finding bodies in trees from the water being so high. People drowned. Okay, in that storm, man. They saying 15 to 20 feet storm surge, which means waters, you may have 10 feet tall waters, coming through your house. I showed you the videos about that in the storm Helene. We're going to see the after judgment of this right here. And all of it, we praise Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. All right, verse 17, "Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yeah, let them be put to shame and perish." And that's what was coming. These people are going to be confounded and put to shame, okay? And they're going to be troubled, okay? Let's go right here. It says, let me go into this tempest. Let's go into some of these words real quick. I don't want to make this too long. Salakia. Look at this. It says tempest.
Strong's H 5591. First reading. Sa'er. Sa'er. Second reading. Se'ara. Se'ara.
And it says tempest, storm, whirlwind. And when we go down to the Strong's definition, it says a hurricane, stormy tempest, whirlwind. So a hurricane. Bringing that back. Let's bring that back. It says they have Salakia. Oh man, it went up. Let's go right here. It says I'm gonna grab it in NLT this time. Okay, it says Psalm 83 verse 13. "Oh my power, scatter them like tumbleweed, like chaff before the wind." You get blown around in these storms. The Lord will have I've seen, I've heard stories too about tornadoes that just come through and they'll pick somebody up and they won't be found until 50 miles down the road. I've heard stories like that, man. That's terrifying. Okay, it was a story about a baby that got picked up by a tornado in a car seat. Can you imagine your baby's getting picked up in a car seat and the baby was flung over 50 miles? That storm picked it up, traveled it for 50 miles, and what's crazy is the baby was found, alive, still in the car seat. All right. But also I've seen videos of those chariots in those tornadoes. So the Lord has His way in the whirlwind, as we read earlier in the movie in the book of Nahum. All right, the Lord has His way in the whirlwind, so He's the one that's doing all this. Esau think that he's doing it, but really the Lord is doing it, and He putting demons on these storms. Okay, you got death angels in these storms. Okay, it says Psalm chapter 83 verse 13. O my power, scatter them like tumbleweed, like chaff before the wind, as a fire burns a forest, and as a flame sets mountains ablaze. Chase them with your fierce storm, terrify them with your tempest. And as we read, just that word tempest goes into what? Hurricane. Okay, a storm, a hurricane. So the Lord will chase you with a damn hurricane. It says, utterly disgrace them until they submit to your name, O Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. And that's what you people are going to do. You're going to submit unto the names of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. One way or another, the scripture says, the same shall know it after death by pain. So the Lord had His prophets out there telling you His name, and you've been rejecting it, you've been denying it, but you going to know it after death by pain. Okay? And the Lord is definitely about to bring the pain. It says, let them be ashamed and terrified forever. Let them die in their disgrace. So like you let them die in disgrace. So the Lord wants you to die, man, in disgrace. So all you people that mock the prophets, that took this truth for a joke, played games with this truth, man, you're gonna find out how serious this thing really is. All right, you ain't gonna be able to deny that.
Morning, if you're just joining us, the National Hurricane Center has upgraded our entire viewing area to a hurricane warning, as Hurricane Phoenix is projected to make landfall as a major hurricane sometime tomorrow. Mandatory evacuations are in effect for all coastal regions. Forecasters say this storm could be one of the strongest ever to hit the Tampa Bay region.
We cannot.
And they already been saying that this is one of the strongest hurricanes ever. Already been saying the same rhetoric that you're hearing in this so-called simulation. We're hearing it now in real time. We're hearing it now in real time, man.
Stress enough how crucial it is that you finish your storm preparations tonight. Conditions will deteriorate rapidly tomorrow morning, and evacuation routes will quickly become impassable. Please don't take this lightly and heed all evacuation orders.
Folks, this is unfortunately the worst case scenario.
What's crazy is you had I guess a city official. He was telling people that are in the flood region. He was pretty much telling them to get out, leave now, or you're going to die. One of the brothers was telling me about that. I'm gonna see if I can get that, and if I do get it, you've probably already seen it in the post production. But if I don't, I'm telling you, it was this guy was saying, leave now, you're going to die. As if he's trying to warn people because he knows something is coming. Okay? You got insiders and stuff, man. So, and they don't feel too good about this. Okay? They don't feel too good about it, so they're going to end up, trying to warn as many people as possible. But ultimately, it's like it's too late. The storm has already begun. So the Lord is about to really start turning things up. And this is why we've been warning you through the Spirit of Yahawah BAHASHAM. So I started with our head elders and apostles of the Great Millstone on down. Brother's been warning you people for years, man. The whole nine. It says Second Ezra chapter 2 verse 9. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So are you measuring the times? Are you paying attention? Are you, on your watchtower? It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So everybody going to know, when these, plagues really turn up, people going to know the Lord is doing this. It says, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Okay, so the end is manifest. The Lord is he's through. All right, and now he's about to bring the end of this place, and it ain't gonna just be, you know, one day all hell does break loose, which is gonna be the day of great judgment and hell. But you know, it's gonna be a lead up to that. Scriptures talk about how it's like a woman that's about to give birth, she have birth pains. You know, you're gonna have different situations where it's gonna be like, damn, you know, this is bad, and then another, damn, this is bad, and before you know it, we in the day of Armageddon, where the Lord's got nukes raining from the heavens and chariots in the sky. So this is only going to get worse. This is why it was important to seek YAHAWASHI now. All right, let's play some more.
Unfolding for the Tampa Bay area. Phoenix is now a Category 5 hurricane with maximum sustained winds at 160 miles an hour, but wind gusts up to 200 miles per hour. This is catastrophic. It is a historic storm and unfortunately making a beeline right now for our area.
We have a live look right now at North Tampa and Polk Street. I believe this is near HALAL Coffee, and as you can see, the storm surge has completely inundated downtown.
Law enforcement now is reporting that all bridges have been cut off by storm surge. We're looking at up to 20 feet of storm surge in some spots.
We're trapped on the 3rd floor of the Tampa General Hospital parking garage, and the storm surge is up to the 2nd floor of the hospital.
St. Petersburg is essentially an island right now.
A viewer from Brooksville is reporting.
Yeah, they talking. You know, they're talking about the, you know, St. Joseph's Hospital, which that's the hospital I was actually born in. You know, and last hurricane with Helene, I showed you a clip where they had like these pool guards, you know, and they was putting them out to stop the flooding, but the water was like 10 feet high. Okay, because Tampa General was right over there, you know, off of the water. You know, you can see the water from the hospital. So when a storm comes, that's all in danger. Okay, that's all in danger right there. You know, and you can have 20 feet cells on the 2nd floor. So the way they're talking in this video shows you that they expecting these things to come. All right, they expecting these things to come.
Roofs being torn off of businesses there, so this is a very important reminder that this is not just a coastal storm. We are seeing significant wind damage well inland.
Unbelievable gusts coming through. Oh my goodness.
Look at that, man. Remind you, this is a simulation. This is what they're telling you is going to happen as they, you know, have worked up this damn storm. So let me read this real quick. It says, Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Because this is what they want. These devils are telling you what they expecting from this, man. All right. They say they want to make Tampa into a 15-minute city. Okay, a smart city. They want to tear it down and start all over again. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe, which means destruction to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. You see, so these devils, they got the power to do this. They got, you know, scientists making harp fucking weapons and stuff. Okay, and they want, you know, this land. So they figure they want some land, just like how they did with North Carolina and Hurricane Helene. They said, wait a minute, this land has lithium and quartz, and we can make billions and trillions off, you know, off of that stuff. So how do we get the people off of that land? Well, it's in a storm. It says they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. All right, so they covet fields. Let's grab that in the NLT real quick too. I'm on my other phone, so we can stay on the video. So I do want to finish this video. It's almost done. All right, but I just want to add these scriptures to make these points as I do that, because the point is we're trying to paint a picture. The Lord sent us out here to give you a message, and we're trying to paint a picture of exactly what's about to come so you can fear the Lord. Scripture said that too. Let me grab that real quick over here. Salakia. Through the terror. Salakia. I'm just in the spirit, so, you know, I'm in the spirit. I know, you know, the storm coming, so we finna, you know, just get more in the spirit. You know, as we should always be in the spirit. But yeah, so like you said, I didn't mean to make this long. But through the spirit of BAHASHAM, I had to bring this in real quick. It says, terror of the Lord, we persuade men. Okay. It says, 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 11. It says, knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto the Most High, and I trust also are made manifest in your conscience. Right. So we're trying to persuade you through the terror of the Lord of what the Lord is about to do, to repent, to get right, to get your, to get it together. Let's play some more of this.
The damage this morning is unimaginable. The beaches are essentially gone.
The Howard Franklin Bridge is completely destroyed. I've never seen anything like this.
Officials are scrambling to clean up debris from local airports in order for supplies to be flown in. We are getting reports from Homosassa of residents trapped by downed trees.
There's not a single business that we've driven by that doesn't have significant damage.
Tampa General Hospital has told us that they are unable to receive any patients after the hospital suffered significant damage from wind and storm surge. The level of destruction out here is indescribable.
He said the hospital, Tampa General Hospital, is not going to be able to see, can't receive any patients. So imagine you hurt, you done got impaled by a branch or something after a tree fell in your house. The Lord can judge you in many different ways. And imagine you hurt and you in trouble and you calling the hospital, they're not picking up. That's the fear of YAHAWASHI, man. This is why I read in the last scripture. The scripture says, call upon the gospel you have chosen. It was a scene, and Katrina, I always bring this out. They heard stories about what happened with Katrina in New Orleans. I believe it was New Orleans. It was one of them storms, big storms over the past couple of years. And they said a woman called them and told them that she needed help. She was trapped in her attic because, the water, people, which is dumb as hell to go into the attic, or you really got to get out of the house, because that water can go all the way up to 10, 20 feet, and now you stuck up in there, you see. And she was trapped in her attic, and she was, terrified. She needed help. And the 911 operator told them, "Ma'am, we can't get any cars through. We can't get any cars through. It's bad, and we're not gonna be able to get to you." And the lady was like, "What am I supposed to do?" I believe she said it was her and her kids up there. He said, "What am I supposed to do?" And she said, and the lady on the 911 operator told her, "Pray to your God." Okay, pray to your God. Because there's a complaint where people don't realize it, but your government ain't gonna be able to help you, and you're gonna have to pray to something higher. And that's why people, they think, oh yeah, the Lord, until you get into a situation where you gotta pray, and I'm talking about beg and plead for the Lord to deliver you, because nobody else can. What's that scripture too? Let me grab that real quick. So like I said, I don't want to make this too long. But this one gonna be a little long one. Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39. It says, 39. It says, Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 39. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So when the Lord got His hands on you, got you in His grip, nobody can deliver you. That's why, He'll make it where somebody try to get to you and they can't. It says, yeah, that's the point. Okay, bringing it back.
Indescribable. It's going to be a very long road to recovery for the Tampa Bay area.
So there you go. It's going to be a long time before the recovery of the Tampa Bay area. And that's what they told them over there in North Carolina. They said, oh yeah, Because even down here, when the hurricane came, I saw videos, people talking about, oh yeah, you know, they don't want people picking up the stuff. Pretty much how they shut down the dumps. You know, you can't dump, people can't go with their own trucks or whatever. Or you got, you know, dumping companies, they can't go pick up debris and go dump it, you know, and collect their check, because now they're saying that it's only to the government officials to do the dumping. And they saying that shit might be sitting out, you know, trees, fallen trees, and you know, buildings destroyed, and you know, you got people start to try to recover and clean up, and you can't dump the stuff or get the stuff cleaned up out of your city until the government comes to do it. And they said that might not be done until next year, okay, the beginning of next year, January. All right, so they don't plan on cleaning this stuff up, all right, which is going to make people move out. It's the whole point. They want the land, they destroy it, people move out, and they start to build up on the land. All right, they're giving people in North Carolina $750 loans or checks, and not telling them in the small print that it's just a loan. So when you go back, so if you don't pay it back within a year or some time frame, then they can come and take your house. It's a contract. You see, but we see you devils through the spirit of YAHAWASHI, and we're going to expose you. It says, what sorrow awaits you who lie awake at night thinking up evil schemes? You rise at dawn and hurry to carry them out, simply because you have the power to do so. It says, when you want a land, you find a way to seize it. And this is what this devil does. When he wants somebody land, he finds a way to seize it. All right, and that's what that's what they do. You know, and they got many different ways. All right. Look how the so-called white man got this land. So if they did that shit up there to them, you know, them damn, you know, rich Edomites and, you know, the Carolina mountains, imagine what they'll do to Jake. Okay, so something to think about. Let's grab some scriptures. Yeah, let's grab a few scriptures. 1 second. It says so look here. You know, this is supposed to be a surreal moment right now to really consider YAHAWASHI. It says this is Psalm chapter 64. Let me grab it in the NLT. Yeah. This is Psalm chapter 64, verse 1. It says, a psalm of David. Hear my voice, O power, YAHAWASHI, and my prayer, preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Okay, you have enemies. They're plotting on you. Your government is plotting on you. Okay, they don't give a damn about you people as you thought they did, and they're about to show you that. We're coming into that time. They want a great reset. They're about to change this whole system. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. And these devils are having secret counsels about how to destroy you. Okay, and they're going to come for the men of the Lord as well, first and foremost. Anybody who speak up against the system, anybody who's exposing them, they're going to come for them first. In the middle of the night, it says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. So we want to be hid from that. The Lord going to make you invisible in that time, man. He going to give you a way to escape when everybody else is getting caught up. It says, for insurrection, insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. You know, they coming with all this, rhetoric and stuff. It says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. You see, they're going to turn up against Jake. It says they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? So this is them laying them traps for you. Okay. They'll get you into hey man, this storm, within the next, they ain't really, told you where it was going or how bad it was getting until like two or 3 days ago, man. So people, don't have the funds. They can't just get up and leave. People going broke, pulling money out the bank just to leave. And they're getting you stuck on the highway with all this panic. There's no gas, and they got a storm coming at you that they're feeding. Okay, that's a trap. All right, that's a trap, man. All right, let me. It says they search out iniquity. They inquire. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. So they set on doing this. But the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So shall they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And that's why you got all these, people coming out and exposing them. Even these Edomites exposing their own government. Okay, which is really putting them all out of, which right now only the Edomites that are in power really is the elites. Because Esau is greedy, so they don't rob their own people. They set their own people up. He that is evil to himself, how shall he be good to himself? Roughly paraphrasing, man. These devils, they don't give a damn about nobody. All right. So now their own people are exposing them. That just goes to show you what time we're in. All right. In the NLT it says, "O power, listen to my complaint. Protect my life from the enemy's threats. Hide me from the plot of this evil mob." And this world is being ruled by evil mob. Okay, you have the the ruling elite families. You should know Rockefeller, the DuPonts, the Rothschilds. Okay, and the names that we don't even know. They're a secret mob. You find out that about this whole Diddy shit, how connected that whole world is. It's a whole other world. You know how you go into SeaWorld or Disney World and you're in a whole other world? Okay? Hide me from the evil plots of hide me from the plots of this evil mob, from this gang of wrongdoers. They sharpen their tongues like swords, and they aim their bitter words like arrows. They shoot from ambush at the innocent, attacking suddenly and fearlessly. That's what this man is doing. He is attacking and is going to continue to attack suddenly and fearlessly. They encourage each other to do evil and plan how to set their traps in secret. They're teaching these other nations how to come up against the Israelites in their nations. The poor. You got a ghetto in every country of this world, in every nation. Ghettos, and in those ghettos you got jakes there. So this time is going to come down upon all these people all around the world. It's going to be worse here in America. It says, "Who will ever notice?" They ask. As they plot their crimes, they say, "We have devised the perfect plan." Yes, the human heart and mind is cunning, and Esau's heart and mind is cunning. Man, this man he is crafty. He is he's a great hunter. And right now, you people are going to be hunted. It says, "But the Most High Himself will shoot them with His arrows, suddenly striking them down. Their own tongue shall ruin them, and all who shall see them shall shake their head in scorn." All right. Then everyone will be afraid. They will proclaim the mighty acts of the Most High and realize all the amazing thing He does. Right. And that's when everybody's going to reverence YAHAWASHI. And guess what? His men, you brothers out there that's been laboring, toiling for YAHAWASHI. Scripture says you're going to get fame in the land. The Lord's going to use His men. Okay. He's going to give His men power in the times He's coming into. It says the godly will rejoice in the Lord and find shelter in Him. So people that don't have shelter right now in the storm, hey, you better hope you got shelter in YAHAWASHI. Even if you do have a place to go. People talking about leaving their houses and fleeing to a shelter. My coworkers tell me that, "Oh, I'm in a evacuation zone. I gotta go to a shelter." And I said, I'm looking like, what's the shelter? And it's just a middle school. So everybody in the neighborhood gonna be trapped up in one middle school, for which, you know, the lights could be out. You could be, you know, stuck in a hurricane for 4-5 days, man. Like sometimes when hurricanes get over you and they slow down. So what you expect a big storm to just blow over, that hurricane can slow down. It could be, you know, slowly moving over you for 2, 3, you know, 4, 5 days. I've seen it before. And you got electricity, sitting in the dark, you know, storming outside, shit flying, everything, you know, crashing up against each other, and you sitting outside looking crazy. I mean, or you know, for 4, 5 days. That's the Lord can do that, man. He's about to do that. He's about to do that. This thing is about to get very, very bad, and this is why you're gonna need YAHAWASHI. I got a few precepts here, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to grab all these. I'll quote some. It says, let's go right here. Shalakia. Like I said, I didn't want this to be too long, but you know how the Spirit moves. It says, Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red, that's Esau, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. And that's what this devil was doing, that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. So this devil, he's about to really turn up, man. All right. This is the whole thing. That's why Revelation 12:12. And the Lord said that you shall know that a prophet hath been among you, in Ezekiel 33:33. You shall know that a prophet hath been among you, man. So the man, as the Lord's been telling you this was coming, all you that rejected it and took it for a joke, now you seeing it's not a joke. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe, which means destruction to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So this devil knows his time is short. He knows the Lord is about to, you know, take him out of power. It says, verse 17, and the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. All right, this dragon is Esau, and the woman is Israel. Okay, it says, which keep the commandments of the Most High, and have the testimony of Yahawashi. So these devils going to try to make war. Okay, they was wroth, which means angry, and they went to make war with Israel. Okay, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Indians, and ultimately to what? To the point where, you know, they're going to kill 2/3 of our people. All right, but they're seeking to get the elect. They don't know who the elect are, so they're going to start just killing all niggas. Okay, Hispanics and Jakes. They're going to start. It's going to be a time called Jacob's Trouble. All right. That's let's grab that too. It says, so let me grab this. This is Ezekiel. Nope. Salakia. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 74. Hear, O ye beloved, saith the Lord. Let's read some more of this. Salakia. So let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 68. It says, for the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. So these devils about to, you know, start, getting their authorities in place. All right, there's a great multitude kindled over you that can't wait to put hands on you people, man. They got goddamn sleeper cells in here. That's why they got all these immigrants, and they let a bunch of UN troops in, all type of stuff. Okay, and then they're ready to go. You know, all it takes is a disaster, and people are gonna be, you know, you gonna have whole militias. They already said you got whole militias forming. Okay, people in their town saying they gonna let their stuff get robbed. Because people gonna start trying to break in houses if ain't no electricity for weeks. It says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. And there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. So they're going to, you know, have people trotting on the foot. If you consent, you just go to the FEMA camp. They come in there whooping your ass. Okay, trying to make you take that charagma. Okay, this is the time we're coming into. It says, for there shall be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. So they're going to be like madmen, you know. That's why you see what's going on in California. Them people telling them, if you try to help anybody out of here, we're going to arrest you. Because they don't want nobody to get out here. They want you to die. It says, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they know who are my chosen, and they shall be as gold tried in the fire. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. You see, so the days of trouble are at hand, but the Lord says he's going to deliver us from the same. Now, do you believe that? Okay? Do you believe that? Scribe. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 40. I brought this out earlier. It says 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 37. It says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in her 9th month giveth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb. And we're coming to those pains now, okay? Because the Lord is about to come back. So before the Lord come back, it's going to be like a woman giving birth, you know. And we're starting to see those pains, you know, with the inflation, all, you know, shit increasing. You know, I'm getting ready to bring this charagma out. It says, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. People gonna be catching hell. All right, it says, O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Okay, so be ready. You know, you might have to leave your house. You know, your house might get flooded out. You gotta, you know, run from the authorities trying to put you in a FEMA camp. Who knows how this might go, man. Okay, this thing is, you know, the Lord said when he comes shall he find faith on earth. People gonna lose faith. People gonna start saying, hey, you know, they ain't with this no more, you know, and they gonna go to Esau for help, and that's gonna be the last that we ever heard of little old Jimmy. Okay, trust in YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. Trust in YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. Let me see. Let me close out with this right here. It says, Matthew chapter 24, verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. So this is just the beginning, man. We ain't seen nothing yet. These are just the beginning of sorrows. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 17, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? So Ezra was seeing these plagues coming, and he said, who will deliver me in those days? So Ezra is back to tell a day as one of the brothers, you know, bringing out this word, bringing out this truth. He said, who will deliver me in those days? It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. So we are at the beginning of all this, man. People gonna be starving. Gonna be no food in these stores. It's gonna be like that. You always see in the post-apocalyptic movies, the highways, they be filled with empty cars. You know, so people gonna, you know, all hell breaks. People gonna try to escape, and they're gonna die where they stand at. You know, the Lord gonna wash them away or whatever he gonna do, and you gonna see just a bunch of empty cars, man. This is just the beginning. People are already running. It says the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars. So the wars are going to increase, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils, bad times. What shall I do when these evils come? Okay, so what you going to do when these evils come? Okay, the Lord is about to bring great death and destruction, a serious judgment. Fear YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI, man, why he might, you know, hopes why you might be saved. You know, that's the point. You know, I'm going to close out. Salakia for been a little long, you know, but I just want to bring out a few precepts touching on this topic before the storm hits, and we're going to see what happens at, you know, after. But yeah, I pray for all you sincere brothers and sisters out there that go, you know, that's in that pathway. You know, this storm can just go all the way up north too. So, you know, anybody that may affect, sense and pray for, the brothers and sisters, pray for the elect, as we hope to be of the elect. With that being said, I'm saying Shalom, Kwame Sharala, Abba Ball, double honors our teachers, the elders, and apostles of Great Millstone, taught us the truth and sincerity, peace and salutation, still hopefully scattered abroad. Shalom.
Hey Alexa, what kind of hurricane was Hurricane Milton?
From fandom.com. Hurricane Milton was an extremely powerful Category 5 hurricane that caused widespread damage across its path in October 2024.
What? I just got chill bumps all down me. Why does it say that? That's awful. That makes me want to cry.
Hurricane Phoenix, just south of Jamaica now. Phoenix is currently expected to make landfall in the Yucatan Peninsula as a Category 2 storm. But of course, always, we are keeping a close eye on this system. There has been a noticeable shift in the forecast track from the NHC overnight, which now brings Phoenix into our viewing area, possibly as a strong hurricane. Now is the time to begin those preparations, folks.
We have breaking news this morning if you're just joining us. The National Hurricane Center has upgraded our entire viewing area to a hurricane warning as Hurricane Phoenix is projected to make landfall as a major hurricane sometime tomorrow. Mandatory evacuations are in effect for all coastal regions. Forecasters say this storm could be one of the strongest ever to hit the Tampa Bay region.
We cannot stress enough how crucial it is that you finish your storm preparations tonight. Conditions will deteriorate rapidly tomorrow morning and evacuation routes will quickly become impassable. Please don't take this lightly and heed all evacuation orders.
Folks, this is unfortunately the worst case scenario unfolding for the Tampa Bay area. Phoenix is now a Category 5 hurricane with maximum sustained winds at 160 miles an hour. But wind gusts up to 200 miles per hour. This is catastrophic. It is a historic storm and unfortunately making a beeline right now for our area.
We have a live look right now at North Tampa and Polk Street. I believe this is near YAHAWAH Coffee, and as you can see, the storm surge has completely inundated downtown.
Law enforcement now is reporting that all bridges have been cut off by storm surge. We're looking at up to 20 feet of storm surge in some spots.
We're trapped on the third floor of the Tampa General Hospital parking garage, and the storm surge is up to the second floor of the hospital.
St. Petersburg is essentially an island right now.
A viewer from Brooksville is reporting roofs being torn off of businesses there, so this is a very important reminder that this is not just a coastal storm. We are seeing significant wind damage well inland.
Unbelievable deaths coming through. Oh my goodness.
The damage this morning is unimaginable. The beaches are essentially gone.
The Howard Franklin Bridge is completely destroyed. I've never seen anything like this.
Officials are scrambling to clean up debris from local airports in order for supplies to be flown in. We are getting reports from Homosassa of residents trapped by downed trees.
There's not a single business that we've driven by that doesn't have significant damage.
Tampa General Hospital has told us that they are unable to receive any patients after the hospital suffered significant damage from wind and storm surge. The level of destruction out here is indescribable. It's going to be a very long road to recovery for the Tampa Bay area.